I want to talk to the woman who is holding all of it: the career, the kids, the house, the marriage. You know, the calendar that nobody else in the family seems to be able to read. She's good at her job, better than good, but she keeps watching leaders less capable with less effort get promoted first. And she's still the one who remembers the dentist appointment, still the one who remembers the shoe sizes, still the one who woke up at 3 a.m. thinking about the permission slip, still the one everyone leans on at work and at home, all day, every day. She isn't failing. That's the part nobody understands. She's doing everything. And she still wants more, not less, more. A bigger role, more money, more room to breathe. And she will not hand back 1 ounce of being a great mom to get it. She's just so tired. If that's you, stay with me, because you've been sold a lie about what this takes, and I want to take it apart. Here's what I need you to hear. The problem is not that you're not working hard enough. You're already doing everything. It's not another productivity hack that you need. And the problem is that you've been winning a game that quietly stops working at the top. You see, early in your career, performance is everything. Be the best worker, the best problem solver, the best helper. The best one in the room who gets it done is always reliable and always says yes. And it works. You get rewarded, you get promoted, and you build a reputation as the one who delivers. So you do more of it. You take on more, you carry more. And then at some point, you hit a level where it stops paying off the way that it used to. You're doing more than you've ever done, and you're getting noticed less. And the promotions you assumed were coming keep landing somewhere else, to someone else who doesn't seem to be working or caring nearly as much as you, because nobody told you the truth. That level of performance and being a yes man gets you stuck because now they need you. They can't promote you because they would need 3 of you. That performance isn't what gets you promoted. Positioning is. Performance is the work. Positioning is how the rooms you're not in talk about you when your name comes up. And most high-performing women are world class at the first one, and were never even taught the second. So they do the only thing they know how to do. They work harder. They say yes more. They prove more, and they carry it all. And they burn down the very life they were trying to build. There's a lie underneath all of this. 2 of them, actually. The first lie is that you have to choose the career or the life, the ambition or the peace, the big role or being a present mother. Pick one, they say. The second lie is that exhaustion is the price of it, that this is just what it costs to operate at your level, that everyone at the top feels this way. So suck it up and be grateful. I reject both of those completely. Performance and happiness are not opposites. The world sells them to you as a trade. They are not. The most successful and the happiest people I know are not the ones sacrificing the most. They're the ones who learned to manage their minds, define success on their own terms, and build a life that holds all of it at once. You see, half the people at the top are miserable, and we're doing it different over here in the 5% Club. Let me tell you how I know. I started out waiting tables at IHOP, just a girl from Kansas, and I became a chief people officer and an M&A leader for a multi-billion-dollar company. I hired leaders, I promoted leaders, and trained executives. I built the leadership programs. I sat in the rooms where they decided who was next. I did it as a single mom, first in my family to carry anything like that. And I did it while my body was falling apart. I woke up one morning and my arm was completely frozen. Stress, autoimmune response. My body was done negotiating. And the doctor looked at me in the eyes and he said, "Shayla, if you do not slow down, you will die." I had 2 little girls and a divorce in progress. Slowing down was not an option. So I built a third option. It's the formula that I now teach. Fast forward a little bit, and in 1 month, my company filed bankruptcy, where I was a chief people officer. The man I loved proposed, and I launched this business. 2 weeks in, I went in for a routine treatment, and a nurse made a mistake. Air went into the line. Strokes, seizures, heart failure, 6 days in a coma. My daughters had to see me on life support, and I had to relearn how to swallow, how to walk, and how to talk. I came home on Christmas Eve, and I came out of it grateful, not bitter, not asking why. Because terrible things happen. I don't believe they happen for a reason. I don't believe in that. But I do believe with everything in me that you have enormous choice in what comes next. That's the whole thing. You have far more choice than you've been living like you have, because the world makes it seem impossible for women. And the world wants to give us those two binary choices, this or that. But here's what I actually want for you. Not just a bigger title. I want you to become a woman with options. The woman who knows she'll be fine no matter what happens. Who gets recruited instead of overlooked. Who gets paid what she's worth and doesn't flinch saying the number. Who walks in the door at the end of the day with the energy left for the people she loves. You see, it's the career and the life. Both. Not someday, not at the summit, but during the climb. Because you didn't come this far just to come this far. I love helping women make a shit ton of money, but it's not just about money. It's about performance and happiness. And that's why I built the Performance and Happiness Lab. It's not a course. It's not resume tips or interview tricks. It's not one more place to collect information that you'll never use. And it's not basic leadership skills. This is a room of ambitious women building the careers and the lives that they actually want at the same time. Women increasing their income, setting boundaries that hold, getting their confidence back. I got my swagger back. You guys seen that video? It's amazing. Finally giving themselves permission to want more. Inside, you get the exact frameworks that I used to go from a waitress at IHOP to a chief people officer. And now that I teach as a coach, how to position, not just perform. How to manage your mind so it stops creating unnecessary pain, and how to build relationships so that your name is in the rooms full of opportunity. How to protect your energy like the asset that it is, because you are the asset and you get the room. That's the part I can't fully put into words. Women who understand what it costs to carry this much, who celebrate your wins, who call out your excuses and hold you to the new version of yourself that you want to grow into. I was recently named one of 50 women to know in Texas. I didn't lead with that to impress you. I lead with it because the women I work with are exactly the kind of leaders that list exists for. That's the room you'd be walking into. A room full of women who are grateful and they want more. Now, before you book a call, there are 4 things I need from you. This is what, to be successful in the room, you have to be willing to do. And let's see if this feels like the type of person that you are or want to be. First of all, you show up. Not perfectly, not every day, but consistently. You're showing up for yourself, even when life gives you busyness. Second, you're willing to believe your next level is inevitable. You don't have to fully believe it yet. You can borrow my belief for a while. But we start acting like the future you want is already on its way. I'm so excited to see what's around the next corner. It's inevitable. It will come true, and you have to start working on that belief now. Third, you're willing to do uncomfortable things. Growth asks for nerve. The women who build extraordinary lives do things most people avoid. You got to be willing to experiment with me. And fourth, let this be fun. This work can change everything without making you miserable. You can grow without suffering. Fun isn't the reward at the end. It's part of how you sustain everything else. We focus a lot on joy together so that it can actually change how you feel each and every day. So here's what to do next. You're going to click the link and book a call. We'll talk about where you are, where you want to go, and whether or not the PH Lab is the right next step for you. It's a curated group. And if your first thought is, I don't have time for this, I want you to sit with that for a second. That's not a reason to wait. That's the exact problem we fix in the lab. PH Lab runs in cohorts. And so these cohorts create deep and lasting friendships and relationships. And when a cohort fills, it closes until the next one. So if any part of this feels like it was written for you, don't let it wait. Book your call now. You already know your next level is in there. That's the only reason you're still watching. We're grateful and we want more. That's the whole game here. Come build the career and the life. Both. Book your call below. I look forward to meeting you, and I'll see you in the room.